Hi, welcome to Delevision. Here I am, relaxing with a few bottles of wine. I've only had 10 this evening. Just joking. I just thought of a song which I used to love when I was younger, which was a song called "The Shadow of Your Smile." So it was one of my audition songs. I do know the lyrics in my head, but because of the brain damage years ago, I kind of forget things. So I do my best to sing this little song. Hi, Steve. Nice to see you, Mr. Fleming. Okay, here we go. Just clear the throat. Ooh. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Anyway, that's I have to clear out the demons in me. So here we are, singing "The Shadow of Your Smile" by, I forget who wrote that actually. It was written by Paul Johnny Haywood, Dave Haywood, Leroy Haywood. I don't know who it was. It was someone wrote it anyway. It doesn't matter. Anyway, here we go. Right, sing his song. I'll just stop this place storage bullshit. Anyway, here we go. Be prepared. Put your earmuffs in, because I may not be in tune, but I do my best. Here we go. Right. Nice to see you all, by the way. Richard Spike. Hi, Jack. And hi, Rob. And peace and love. You know, had a great time over the weekend. It was a very nice convention, actually, the weekend up in Hempstead. Kings Langley. Trecon. Met some lovely people there. Some people ignored me, and he knows who he is, but I didn't care. I'm not medal the bearing it. Say no more. I don't care. Right, here we go. The song, "The Shadow of Your Smile." Here we go. Take a breath. Relax and listen to the wonderful tones of Derek Lyons, artist of life, the star in his own lunchtime. This is for all you beautiful people out there. Hi, Lars, Michael. Hi, Chris Wayne. How are you? Here we go. I'm not very famous, you know. I'm just famous for being silly. But anyway, I did a few films, you know. In fact, over 30 years. You know, never been a star. Never wanted to be a star, basically. Just want to be working. If you watched Elstree 1976, I highly recommend that movie. Directed by John Spira and produced by Hank Stars. Good people. I recommend you watch that movie, because you see me and many other people in it. Anyway, here we go. Right. Hi, Robert Hornack. Nice to see you. Look, I've got a goatee. I'm Robert of Locksley. Tally-ho. Will Smith. No, not Will Smith. That's Men in Black. Will Scarlett. Play some music. Give us some beautiful song, poetry, and merriment. Freitag. Make some mead wine. I want some mead wine now. And cook that fish well. Little John, make the bed for me and Maid Marian. We're having humping and pumping tonight. Okay. What was the other one? Little John was Scarlet. Yeah, anyway, that's it. I'm Robin of Locksley. In fact, I should be Robin Hood. Robin Hood, riding through the glen. Robin Hood, with his merry men. Steals from the bad, gives to the good. Robin Hood, Robin Hood, Robin Hood. That's my Robin Hood tribute. I'd like to, if I played a few characters. I love Burt Lancaster. Ha, my name's Burt Lancaster. Ha ha ha. My trapeze artist. Elmer Gentry. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I did a lot of movies. Ha 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 ha. How about you, Kirk Douglas? Yeah, I'm Kirk Douglas. I love Burt Lancaster. You know, they used to train. They used to get up in the morning. Kirk Douglas and Burt Lancaster get up in the morning at 3:30 in the morning, train for 3 hours or so, and they would go on set and make a movie. They'd be on the set for 14 hours. Frank Sinatra would go with the Brat Pack, drink all night, then go and film the next day or do his gig. Legends. Absolute legend. Now, Jerry Lewis died yesterday, and I like Jerry. Jerry was a big influence upon me, and I used to impersonate him very well when I was younger. I can't really do him anymore. I can't do it anymore. But anyway, I know he was a bit miserable. And, but, you know, when you're 91 years old and you're having interviews with a Hollywood reporter, you've had it all, you've seen it, done it, been there, all that stuff. So people slag off Jerry Lewis, but he was a very extremely talented comedian, director. I've got his box set here, and it's a sad day that he's gone, because I loved him. Watch that film King of Comedy with I think Robert De Niro. You know, I think he kidnaps Jerry Lewis, or is it the other way around? Yeah, I think he kidnaps him. Did Martin Scorsese? Maybe he did that one. But hello Rachel, hello Daniel, Neil. How are you guys? Nice to see you all there. Marcel, and who else is there? I'm just looking at Chris Wayne, Robert, Chris, Rob, Jack. Okay, great. Okay. Olivia Hussey. Oh, wonderful. Hello, Olivia. How are you? Jack Nicholson. Hey, this is Jack. I'm back. Missing already. I'm Jack. I play the Joker. You know, I love Jack Nicholson. So, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know. There's all these things in front of me. Right, I'm going to sing a song. I've got to get to it, because I need to drink in some more wine and have a relaxing evening. Anyway, here we go. I'm going to sing a song. Ready? Okay, I've got to read the lyrics because I forget. Brain injury. Okay. The shadow of your smile when you are gone will color all my dreams and light the dawn. Look into my eyes, my love, and see all the lovely things you are to me. Our wistful little star was far too high. A teardrop kissed your lips, and so did I. Now that I remember spring and every little lovely thing, I will be remembering the shadow of your smile. The shadow of your smile when you are gone will color all my dreams and light the dawn. Look into my eyes, my love, and see all the wonderful things you are to me. A wistful little star was far too high. A teardrop kissed your lips, and so did I. Now that I remember spring, all the joy that love can bring, I will be remembering the shadow of your smile. I love you all. Hope you enjoyed that, because that's one of my favourite songs. I used to sing that one, and The Look of Love, you know. The Look of Love, I fucking searched that one. I'll maybe do it now. I hope you liked my Elvis the other day. Look. Oh. See, I don't need a backing track, because I can do it myself, because I sing in tune. Now, Dusty Springfield did this on Casino Royale. The thing is that Burt Bacharach wrote this, and they wanted on the original Casino Royale from 1967 or 8. With David Niven as James Bond, Peter Sellers as James Bond, etc., Ursula Andress, etc. All those beautiful people were in that, you know. And also the late Ronnie Corbett was in it as well. Wonderful. What's happening? I want to see this. Here we go. No, done. Here we go. See who's doing anything. No, I want that way. Okay. So, hello, Neil Green. Hello, Mr. Interviewer. How are you? Paddy O'Hare. Hi there. Earl Vodka. How are you? And Chris Wayne. Hi, man. Nice to see you. In the house. I'm in the house there. Chris Wayne. How about you? Oh, how about a bit of James Darren? Come fly with me, let's fly away. And Llama Land, where I can't remember this. Come fly with me, let's fly away. I love Frank Sinatra's version, I prefer, there we go. Right, okay, I like Cliff Harris. Right, I'm going to sing a song, Look of Love now. Okay. I need a stick. I suppose put it on a special thing so I can do it properly. Anyway, The Look of Love. Okay, if I can do this now. This is a la Dusty Springfield. Now, I haven't got the wig on or the dark makeup, because I can do drag as well if you want me to. Joseph. Hello, Joseph. Oh, no, Jacqueline. Hi there. I can't pronounce that second name. I'm a bit dyslexic sometimes. Okay, here we go. Right. Okay. The look of love is in your eyes, a look your smile can disguise. The look of love is saying so much more than just words could ever say. And what my heart has heard, well, it takes my breath away. I can hardly wait to hold you, feel my arms around you. How long I have waited just to love you. Now that I've found you, don't ever go. The look of love, it's on your face. A look that time can't erase. Be mine tonight. Let this be let this be just the start of so many nights like this. Let's take a lover's vow and then seal it with a kiss. I can hardly wait to hold you, feel my arms around you. How long I have waited just to love you. Now that I've found you, don't ever go. I love you so, you got the look of love. Good. I wasn't too bad, was it? I kind of misread the lyrics there because I'm used to. Sometimes the lyrics get changed by artists. See, some artists will get a song and write it, sing it, but then adapt a lyric and stuff. That's the way it goes, Don't forget to come to. Oh yeah, hi Rob. Yeah, win an autograph. Yeah, by your one and only man here on Delevision. No, but I like singing actually. My I've got quite a lot of Irish in me. Not that way, dear. And I did my ancestry. I'm 37% Irish, which I'm very proud of being. And I look Irish. People say I look Irish. Oh, I look like a little green hat there, a leprechaun on my side. And every time I see the rainbow, I think I'm going to find a pot of gold. There we go. But I'm very proud of my Irish heritage. Yeah, whatever. And I'm Western European, German, French. My name is French, Lyons, and it goes back to the Crusades. So I think it was said to Richard Lionheart, possibly. But I know that my family, Lyons, were under the court of King Louis XVI, the one who got his head cut off with the revolution there. So we were the caterers, nothing to do with Joe Lyons, I don't think. But anyway. And so, yeah, I'm quite happy. I like the Irish connection. I was at this gig with Alan Austin when we came from the convention the other day, and we had a really lovely time seeing the Irish traditional Irish songs, folk songs, which you would know if you heard them, and the guy in the penny flute. It was penny whistle, I should say. Oh, I love it. I love the Irish connection. My friend Kathy Monroe and husband Eamon, the Irish, and Claire Monroe. Where are you? I love you all. But I love music. I love being alive. Actually, I do get depression quite badly, quite a lot of the times. And but then what has helped me quite a lot over the years is I was on MySpace first of all, and then I came to Facebook because I couldn't work it out. Being an older man, getting in my 40s, whatever, when I first came on, no, was it on 40s? When I came on Facebook, I think it was maybe late 40s. It's quite difficult to understand technology. I pick up things very fast. I've actually got a lateral brain like Einstein, I was told. I had a kind of thing done on my head, and they said I was very lateral, which is quite nice. I'm not an Einstein. I'm not as intelligent, but I'm a man of many talent. But I've never really done it. You know, I never want to be famous. I just want to be working, and I don't want to be. I hate being famous. You know, be everyone trolling you, and there's lots of idiots out there trolling. I was trolled last year actually by someone, and I know who he is. I know his name and everything. And the police were involved, you know, and they really unnecessary stuff. And I wasn't rude to him or anything, you know. But people are so sad sometimes when they get horrible. And I don't know why they do that, you know. But, hello, we've got Shirley. Hello, Shirley. Ah, Sandeep. Oh, what a lovely man you are. You're a good man. You know exactly what's going on, and I like that. Very kind man. Go meet Sandeep. He's on The Force Awakens. He's one of the Stormtroopers and that. He's a very nice chap. He's now my friend. Hi, Neil. Hi, Neil. Neil, I was looking there. Look, the Beatles, please. Oh, Beatles. Okay, let me think. Okay, let me do a Beatles song, I think. Because I work with... Oh, I'm Ringo Starr. How are you? I'm John Lennon. I'm dead. I'm George Harrison. How are you? Hare Krishna. That was almost like Paul McCartney. Hi, it's Paul McCartney here. How you going? Yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, it's like that. Yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah. Help. I need somebody. Ooh. Anyway, let me think of I've got a friend in Germany who knows Klaus Voormann. They call him Sixth Beatle. In fact, they call Klaus Voormann. He did little designs. He was, I think, he played guitar and bass. Klaus is a great artist. And who's the other person? Klaus Voormann. God. Anyway, Klaus is a great guy. And yeah, he's a guy. What's his name? You think his name is? Can't remember. German guy. God. Oh, I'm just reading my memory. Let me think his name. I've got to remember this guy's name. Great guy. It comes to me later. It's the brain. It's like goes when you get older. You know, being 60 next year. Next month I'm 59. Can you imagine? Oh dear. Right, Beatles. This is for the person who asked for Beatles. Let me see, Beatles one. Okay. Okay. Here we go. If I can remember the lyrics. Okay. Michelle, my belle. These are words that go together well, my Michelle. Michelle, ma belle, sont les mots qui vont très bien ensemble, très bien ensemble. I love you, I love you, I love you. That's all I need to say. Until I find a way, I will say the words that only words can understand. My Michelle. I can't remember the lyrics too much. I do know quite a lot of songs. I used to, in fact, when I was at college, secondary school, Hybrid Grove, it's absolutely true. Eddie Kidd, the great Eddie Kidd, the stuntman, biker person. Eddie Kidd, sadly had an accident many years ago. He lives I think he lives in Brighton. But he was in my music class. He was in Oxford House. I was in Bedford House. And then Lee John from Imagination, who's a friend of mine on Facebook too, but he's actually now just, his, artist, I'm just an artist now, and this, which is fair enough, but he's not friend. He's friend, but, it's like, like stuff. But he's a great guy, Imagination. Body talk, ooh, ooh, body talk, ooh, 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 body talk, ooh, ooh. Anyway, he did a gig. I remember seeing a gig in the 70s with him and a guy called Russell, who eventually worked for CBS Records as an A&R person. Because I was involved in the music business for a few years, and I knew everyone, the CBS, Polydor, EMI. I used to go to Manchester Square. I was introduced. I was going to be introduced to Kate Bush when she first signed, and she was in the other room. I didn't know who she was. I didn't know who she was, and I can't remember the guy's name. He said, "What was his name?" Anyway, I wrote it down somewhere. It's on my Facebook, on my website. And he says, "There's a woman called Kate Bush next door." And I was into punk, you know. I was into Jam and the Clash and all that stuff. And he said, "You can come and meet Kate Bush." And I said, "I don't want to meet her. I don't care." And look, Kate Bush, you know, big girl now. So what's my point? I met everyone. You know, Marvin Gaye was a good friend of mine for 3 years. I worked in Carnaby Street in Rock Dreams, and I happened to bump into him. You know, I was like, go and get coffees, Forbes Place, walk down. When I was at college in '76, when I did Star Wars, my music teacher Bruno gave me the What's Going On album, and I remembered him from that vaguely. And then it's like a predestined. I believe in predestination and stuff. And then there was this guy maybe 100 feet away from me, and I looked at him. And as I went towards him, something came in my head. Marvin Gaye. I went up and said, "Hi, Marvin." "Yeah, hey, baby, what's going on?" He said that. "What's going on?" I can't believe it. And I said, "What are you doing now, Marvin?" He said to me, my friend, I think his name was Jeff. His like bodyguard was. He said he's got to get me fish and chips. Can you imagine that? And he had a beard like mine, you know. And then I said, "Would you like to come meet my friends? I got the coffee." He said, "Come with me, meet my friend." Yeah. So he left. It could have been Jeff. I made names a bit funny at the moment. I took Marvin along Carnaby Street into Rock Dreams where I worked. I met Billy and one of the Spanish girls who worked there, Maria, I think it was. And they looked and they couldn't believe it. I said, "Here's my friend Marvin Gaye." Then I took him to Cranks, bought him some. He had no money, so believe it or not, he had no money. He had been bankrupt, and so I paid for his vitamins and all that stuff, and I did stuff for him. And it's like I think it was about 40 quid. Eventually, he gave me a cheque for £40, and which I should have most probably saved. It could have been worth a fortune now. And I knew him for 3 years. I stayed in Belgium with him. I went to recordings at Odyssey Studios in Marble Arch in Brown Street, I think it was. I spent many nights with him. I smoked marijuana with him, cocaine. I did the whole stuff, rock and roll, man. It's all rock and roll, baby. Still here, man. Rock and roll, baby. So I've done a lot of things. I met lots of people outside the business, whether or in the business. So I've had a fairly good life. If I'm taken tomorrow, it's okay because I met beautiful people out there, and some arseholes out there. There always is someone who's nasty. It's just negativity. I can be negative, but it's just negative people. I want to be around positive people. And I try to, on Facebook, I do positive stuff all the time because, I can be very negative about stuff in my life, complaining and stuff. So I do stuff to make people happy. That's my kind of main aim in life, A bit like Robin Williams, I've been two people, Joan Weinborn and Alan Austin, separate people said, "You remind me of Robin Williams." And I'm not saying I'm as talented as him, but I've got an ability which I haven't really yet, done. Hi, Chetan, how are you, my friend? How are you? Hi, Rob. Surround yourself around with positive vibes. Yeah, I do that anyway. I do all the stuff. I'm Buddhist. I'm into Zen Buddhism and, lights and universe and New Age, and I've been into that since the 70s. So thank you so much for that recommendation. But no, I just want to surround. You got see. The Buddha said, "Beware the fool." FOOL. Doesn't mean a joker. It means the fool, the person who brings you down, who sucks your energy away. You got those people who suck your energy all the time. You meet them, they're sucking, and you feel like they're vampire. They're taking your blood out your neck. I don't want to be around people like that. I've been around a few like that, and people I thought were friends years ago, and they stab in the back. Some of the Star Wars people, I must admit, they know who they are. And I've always been helpful to them, and I've never really taken anything for them. They've always volunteered stuff to me, and I've said, "Well, okay, fine. If you want, that's fine. Whatever." So I that's the way I've always been. I've never been a person to take. I'm not into money. I'm not materialistic. I mean, even though I like things, absolutely, but that's part of my most probably condition. You know, we all have like different conditions with depression, and we all tend to collect things. I like antiques. I love music. I love vinyl. I love certain objects. I love books. I love signed book. I collect a lot of signed books. And Alan Tompkins, who I met the other day, what a wonderful man he was. And see, these people behind the scenes are more important than the actors. I mean, the actors obviously do their stuff. People behind the scenes, the assistant directors, Terry Madden, Michael Stevenson, Terry Bamber, Andy Armstrong, all those people I've kind of worked with over the years. I love them. I think they're great people. Directors like Peter Hunt, Jack Cardiff, the lighting cameraman. I mean, Black Narcissus, you should check him out. I used to phone him, at least once a week when I worked on Last Days of Pompeii. I was standing in for quite a long time on that. There are wonderful people. I love artistic people who are creative, Creativity is so important in your life. If you do a picture, I used to paint quite a lot. I'm going to go back to painting in. Maybe have an exhibition next few years. But next year I'm going to train. I'm going to do some training with my friend John Carrigan and do some stuff with that, write my book, and I'm going to start doing more artistic stuff, painting and stuff, A lot of people do. I mean, look, Tony Curtis was a great artist, Tony Bennett's a great artist, I'm not comparing myself to them, by the way, but, it's expressing yourself. As Bruce Lee said, expressing yourself kind of honestly. You have to do that in this life. And, in this world at the moment, I'm going to get political here. We're getting a lot of problems. The Buddha said, this is what I quote, I come from the Buddhist principle. He said, always question me. Never, ever take everything I say as being fact and truth. So with most religions in the world and what we follow, religion comes from the word, that's the Latin word, religio, which means the continuation of it. Well, I think something like that. And so all these people, the Islamic people and Christians and all these other people out there, they follow a certain doctrine. Islam is 1,500 years old, Christianity 2,000 years old, Buddhism 2,500 years old, and we go back to Hinduism. It predates that. You go back and back and back and back. All of us in the UK and Europe were pagans at one point, which means we just lived on the land. We looked at the stars, that thing in America at the moment with the, the eclipse. We looked at that. We looked at maybe the end of the world's happening, Stonehenge. We all go through, we all kind of are connected with the universe. And my belief is that everything, nature, animals, we're all interconnected. We're all part of God, whatever God is. I don't believe he's a man with a beard living on a cloud, but I think something sparked up. Who knows? I've studied quantum physics, string theory. I've read everything. I've read the Upanishads, the Bhagavad Gita. Most of the great books. The Bible, and I've read the Quran, by the way, as well. So I've read everything, and I know what I like. And sadly, people are brainwashed, and they follow a certain faith, and under that faith, they do terrible things. And you know what I'm talking about now, because you can't talk about anything nowadays because it's so unpolitically correct to do that. Years ago you could say anything, and I won't go into that at the moment because it offends people. But, the 70s, my favourite period in time was 60s, 70s, 80s. The 90s, like when the 90s came, it was kind of okay, then it got a bit weird. And now I'm still here, as it were. But anyway, Cliff Lewis, hi Cliff. Nicola, Wayne, positive. So, yeah, thank you, Wayne. Wayne Emery, good man. Wayne, you're a good man. Yep, you're a really good man, Wayne. Listen, you've got to do another one. And, you need my help, just give me a call. And I will kind of bring some of my friends and we'll sort something out, So, anyway, the Sermon of Dell on Delevision. Hello there. Nice one. Hi, Robert. Nice to talk to you. No, but look, acting, singing, anything like anything. Whatever you do for a living and a job, just be creative. Do something. Make a. Get a bit of clay and make a. Hi, Cliff. Nice. Hi, Cliff Lewis. How are you? Just make a nice. Make something. Be creative in your life. Because the system doesn't want you to be creative. It doesn't want you to think. All it wants you is to follow and be controlled by. And all the system wants you to do is live in fear. And, even this government in my country, England, which I do love dearly, they want you to live in fear so then they can bring in more laws to control you. This is the fact. And open your eyes to this, because that's the way it is. I'm almost 60. I have seen it. For example, my ex-wife, I said to her, this is like maybe 1990. I mean, it was 1990. I got married in 1990, so it was about 92 maybe. And when Tesco started, saying, your loyalty card thing, that stuff, I said, what's the next thing is going to happen? They're going to have a credit card, a bank. They're going to suss out what you're buying, you're selling, what you're buying. They work it all out, marketing, bombard you with credit cards, mortgages, all that stuff. And guess what happened? It happened. I knew that it was going to happen. I'm not stupid, I'm not a stupid person. I'm pretty articulate tonight, and it's good because over the weekend I had terrible problems with my memory, and I do get that. I've got a brain scan. Hello, Tina. Hello, Tina. I love you. Tina's a lovely lady. With my Uncle Terry Duggan, who is married to Anna Karen on the buses. There we go. On performance, Mick Jagger. Nick Rogue film, I think it was. Anyway, I miss the old days of the film business, seeing Tina there, because it was such a brilliant time. It was mon ami, family. There was no bickering. Everyone got on with each other. I mean, there was some jealousies when, for example, I get a feature or I get a little line and stuff. It happens all the time, but everyone was okay about that. Because next week, then someone else would get it. Then I would get more. Then I would get more. Then get more. And that's the way it is. Because I was always positive on films. I did my best. I performed. I respected the assistant directors. I did my job. As Terry Bamber, I quote, said, Derek always hit the line, hit his line, hit the spot, delivered, and was professional, on time, and totally 100% professional. I love you, Terry Bamber, for that little quote. What was I saying? I'm asking, mate, will you be going to Comic Con? No, Stephen, I'm not. I've only got 3 conventions. Well, I've got 4 conventions this year. I've got the Wormhole one, which is coming up, which will be, I think November sometime. Look on my friend Eric LeBlanc's website, which is Star Wars Appearances. Just type in Star Wars Appearances, you see what we're doing. So I've got one in November, one in December. Yeah, well, that's the Wormhole one in Worthing. And then I've got another one in December with Kathleen Monroe and a few other people. And I've also got one in November at the connected with Misty Moon with Stuart. It's a professionals, because I actually worked on a few episodes of Professionals. Bodie and Doyle. Martin Shaw, who I knew very well for many years. Good man, vegetarian and kind of into spiritual things like myself. And it's just, he's not going to be there, but it's going to be up at the Cinema Museum up in Kennington, where Charlie Chaplin was during the times of the workhouse. He lived there. I'm a big fan of Charlie. I love Charlie. I love all those silent movie stars. And anyway, here we go. What's I say? What about memorabilia? No, I you know what? MCM. I love MCM. Paul Miley's a great guy who used to. Was it the main guy in MCM? He used to invite MCM Comic Con. He used to always invite me. The new guy, the guy who's doing it now, I forget his name. He said, "I'll do. You can come to November if you want to, but look, I'm not going to beg to go there. If they want me, I'll do it. And if I just can't be bothered. I'm not going to beg and pay my own way like some of the artists out there do. And I won't mention names, but this is about three plus, maybe four, who pay. They pay almost paying their way to get there. To be seen. I think it's ridiculous. You got to have your expenses. You got to have a fee or guarantee. You got to have, you can't do it for free because you don't know if you're going to make any money. And it's not because I'm who I am or anyone. My good friends are doing what they do. It's the connection with the film, like Star Wars. I'm connected with Star Wars, Flash Gordon, Indiana Jones, James Bond, Superman 2, 3, and 4, The Bill, which is not so popular in respect to the signing stuff, and many other things. And that's all it is. It's a connection with. If these people who are up there think, oh, it's because of this coming for me, well, it is to a degree, but it's really to do with the connection with the movie. That's what it is. As Robert Mitchum once said to me, Derek, it's all smoke and mirrors and full of horse shit. And that's what it's about. Don't take it seriously. It's just a fucking job. That's all it is. It's just a bloody job. And anyone, all these Tom Cruises, all these people out there, I'm sure he's a nice guy. I don't know. I've never met him. But it's all about the job. It's just a bloody job. The people who are big stars out there, I was good friends with Anthony Hopkins. I met Jack Nicholson. I met Elizabeth Taylor, Kim Novak, Michael McDowell. No, actually, sorry, I didn't meet Michael McDowell. I meant to say John Osborne, the playwright, who wrote Look Back in Anger. Who else is there? Betty Davis, Geraldine Chapman. I said Kim Novak already. Tony Curtis. I met really so many people, but I'll tell you the most nicest people I've ever met. Those were Robert Preston, Jack Nicholson, Anthony Hopkins. They were wonderful people. Carrie Fisher was also very sweet and lovely as well, I must admit. But a lot of them are full of shit. It's an ego thing going on. What's going on? Just be normal. You're a human being. You're not better than your fan. And respect your fan. That's what I say. That's my attitude in this business. You got to respect the fan. That's why I would never charge for my photograph in these events. Even if I was a big star, I would never ever charge for I would charge for autograph, obviously, but I wouldn't charge. Oh, have a picture taken. This thing. I can understand if it was for charity. That's fine, absolutely fine. The one I did the weekend, it was only a couple of people wanted pictures because it was a great convention, but a couple of people, that's fine. And that went to charity. I'm happy with that. Pay the photographers, give it to charity, absolutely fine. I gave a lot of pictures away to TrekCon just to help them out, just to make sure they make some money back, But it was a great event, TrekCon. I loved it, Alan Austin loved it, I know, and I can't talk for everyone, but we were treated very well. In fact, we were treated better than a lot of the events out there. But hopefully next year I'm going to be in Germany. I bring Alan Austin with me in something in it, but I should know soon about that. The European ones are very much better, usually. Hi, Chris Wayne. What do you think of William Shatner? I met him, and we... Oh, good. And was disappointed. I am. I went down. What do you think, William Shatner? I met him. Was disappointed. I met you. Well, I don't want to comment about William Shatner. Everyone knows what he's like, But that's the way people are. Some people, look. At the end of the day, I hate that expression. They're human beings, and human beings are fallible. Sometimes you catch them on a good day or a bad day. I try to be always the way I am, even if I'm feeling down, if I'm feeling depressed. Even if I'm feeling, I want to jump off a bridge, I try to be the best I can on the day. But there are people out there who are like that. But that's why, I was very good friends with Marvin Gaye. And it was like a revelation to be with someone, really very close to the person. I I was very lucky. Sir Nigel Hawthorne was a great friend of mine. Yes, Minister. He lived across the road from me when I was 13 years old. He moved in with his boyfriend at the time, Bruce, who worked for ATV TV on the Muppet Show. And, I was a young person. I had connection with the business. This is before I started film work. And, I used to have tea with him, and then when he moved out, funny enough, there was a actress on Blythe Spirit. What was her name, the actress? Her son moved in. He was a doctor. He bought the house with his wife, Cecilia. And it was, Anyway, the actress, check out the actress who worked on Blythe Spirit. American actress. She lived in the UK. And that was a son. His name was Johnny. And Constance Cummings. Constance Cummings, that's it. Constance Cummings, to check her out. And I went to, I used to have cider with them. But anyway, Nigel, when I actually joined Equity in early 80s, Nigel Hawthorne was my sponsor when I joined Equity. And my late friend, Paul Lowther, who worked on Coronation Street. Some of the people out there remember. He was a great guy, and dearly missed, both of them dearly missed. And Nigel would call me occasionally. I would ring him. I would ring. I said, "Yes, Minister." I just joke with him, but he did privates on parade in the West End. I said, Nigel, it was Nigel, not Sir Nigel. I said, Nigel, why aren't you on TV? He said, Derek, the funny thing is that he was from South Africa. He said, I can't do his accent. It was slightly accent. It had a slight kind of accent, South African accent. He said, Derek, the thing is that people think that if you're not on TV, then you're either dead or not working. And I worked with him on a few things. The last thing I ever worked with dear Sir Nigel on was Richard III with Ian McKellen. I was dancing on that and just doing bits and pieces. You hardly see me, but he was very disappointed in me that I was doing the supporting artist work, because he wanted me to be an actor, of which I have done a few parts here and there over the years, obviously. And I'm still waiting for my close up, Mr. DeMille. Quite from Sunset Boulevard. But yeah, hi Paul, how are you? And what's that person? I can't see the writing. This is so small, I have to put my glasses. Hello, I'll put my glasses on. There we go. Oh, Oleg. Hi Oleg, how are you? You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. Hello, I'm Michael Caine. How are you? Yes, I'm an actor. I did a few films. Yes, I did. A lot of film. Alfie, what's it all about? That's what I'd say. I did lots of movies. Anyway, I own a restaurant in the West End with Peter Langham, called Langham's Brasserie. And my friend Derek Lyons, as you know, he was offered a position there, yeah, as the head waiter. But he refused. And not many people know that. I like Michael Caine, I do like Michael Caine. Shut that door. No, that's someone else. Shut that door. Anyway, that's Larry Grayson. Shut that door. Joe Wemborne, why aren't you watching? I can't see anyone else watching. Here we go. Everyone's asleep now. You do good job in saying so I do. Obviously, a bit of charity. God's given us a gift. Yeah. Hi, Robert. Yeah, that's good. That's nice, I mean, there's lots of great talents out there. We all have our own talents, and we express it the way we express it. And there's a lot of room out there for lots of people, and, no one's better than other people. They all do what they do. But I must admit, I've seen some terrible performers. A lot of people on TV, a lot of these bloody comedians, Rob Brydon, for example. Is it Rob Brydon? Rob Brydon, that Welsh guy? I don't get him. I don't get quite a few of the comedians at the moment who've been there on TV for a long time. Is it Rob Brydon? Rob Brydon? Yeah, the Welsh guy. He does impersonations and stuff, I really don't like his comedy. I don't think he's that talented. He's a very lucky man. It's all to do with luck. See, the business is a lot to do with luck. Who you're connected with And once you get a connection, you get a good agent who... Stubby K said to me years ago, you know, the great Stubby K from Cat Ballou with Nat King Cole said to me, Derek, get yourself an agent, you know. Oh, Rob Brydon, thank you. Yeah, Rob Brydon, yeah. I don't like him. I can't get him. I do like, what's his name? Lee, like Jerry Lewis, isn't he? Lee, doesn't do much stuff now. Lee something. You have to prompt me because my mind's gone. Is it Lee? Yeah, the guy who looks like a monkey. I like him. He's quite energetic. And who else? There's not many out there. I just like the old school. You know, I go back to Groucho Marx and all those great artists. You know, W.C. Field. W.C. Field. Well, chickadee. Chickadee. How about you? What you doing? Come up and see me sometime, big boy. Mae West, you know. I like that kind of comedian, you know, George Burns and Groucho and I know up to like Robin Williams and people like that. I love Richard Pryor. I really adored Richard Pryor. I had his albums. I listened to him, you know. Great. Best wishes there. Thank you. Very kind of you, whoever said that. I can't remember to put that there. I can see his little messages here. But you know, I kind of. Oh yeah, hi Chris. Hi Chris. Hi Rob. Oh, Lee Evans. Thank you. Yeah, I like Lee Evans. I think he's gone a bit quiet now. But I don't. You know, I mean Billy Connolly. Hi, it's Billy Connolly here. How are you? Fuck off. You know. And I was at Shepton once, and he was just next to me. I was so kind of in awe of him. I couldn't say hello. You know, I was too shy to go up to say him. You know, hello William. Hi. William. Hi, Chris. Pelleteri, is that Italian? Mi piacerebbe molto parlare italiano. Sei molto bella. Bacimi, stringimi, mio amore. I used to talk quite a bit to Dino De Laurentiis, you know, and I liked him very much on Flash Gordon. By the way, Lisa Downs, her film Life After Flash, starring Sam Jones, and a lot of the cast from Flash Gordon comes out in October, I think. I meant to go to the premiere, but I can't. I'll be away. But Lisa Downs, check her out. You know, Life After Flash with the great Sam Jones. I love that guy. He's a really wonderful person. And I'm in the movie too. I got an interview in that one. So I got Life After Flash, and obviously Benjamin Lin's film. A Bond for Life, which is about the James Bond actors and his life connection with James Bond and the franchise and how it helped him. Benjamin Lind is a good guy. But I got great. I mean, I love the Bond fans, Star Wars fans, indie fans and stuff because I'm connected with those really great people. And yeah, it's quite fun, isn't it, really? I'm Woody Allen. I'm Woody Allen. I'm a hypersexual. I'm a neurotic. I'm a neurotic. I'm a god. I did that to Max, the guy from Deep Space Nine yesterday. He loved it. He was laughing. I did my Woody Allen. I'm a hypersexual. Do you remember Sicilian Casino Royale? I played like Blowfield, I think it was, or was it Blowjob? I'm not sure. That's not particularly good. I'm very critical when I do impersonations because I've got to get it exactly right. You know, my Sean Connery is pretty good. I worked on Indiana Jones and Last Crusade. I was Dr. Henry Jones. I was Harrison. Oh, sorry, I was Indy's father. Yes. So I like the accent. I love the Scottish accent. Yes, nice, and I love the Irish accent. Yes. And I love most actions because I'm an actionaholic. Yes. So that's the way it is. Yeah. Hi, who's that there? I've got to hear Tov. Hi, Tov. Hello, Tov. Tov. Is that a woman or a man? I don't know. I can't see. And Mark Richie. Mark Ritchie, how are you? Yeah. So, you know, I've got nothing to sell but next year I'm actually training quite a lot. I'm going to finish my book. And I will let you all know about my book when it's all finished. It's going to be a mega book. Hello, Rachel. Night, Derek. Work tomorrow. Okay, hi, Rachel. Oh, good night, sweetheart. Have a good sleep, yeah? Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and 7 seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to confuse you. Oh, used by you. Yeah, you know that thing. And I met Annie Lennox many times. I'll tell you a story about that another day. Well, good night, Rachel. Good night, my dear. But anyway, I better go, I think, because I've been talking too long. And I need to get back to my programme, which I'm watching about the Vikings on BBC. And maybe have a little glass of wine or so, who knows. And I'll speak to you another time. So thank you for watching. Delevision, Delevision. Peace and love, sweet dreams, peace and love, sweet dreams again. Repeat myself twice. And may everyone protect you, because we're living in a very crazy world at the moment. And I want everyone to be happy and peaceful. Just love your friends. Give kisses and hugs to people. Be kind to people. Be tolerant of people. I know we all get angry about stuff, and I'm very angry at the moment about what happened in Barcelona and all that stuff. You know, it's really been I don't know, these crazy people. They're just following a crazy ideology, which is crazy. Read Joseph Campbell, The Hero with 1,000 Faces, and check out the DVD of The Hero's Journey, and then you will understand where I'm coming from. You can get it, I think, on Amazon, whatever. Anyway, take care. George Lucas's influence on Star Wars, etc. That's why I like Star Wars. It's not because of Star Wars, it's because of George's influence from Joseph Campbell. That's the reason why I love Star Wars so much, which I found out much later. But anyway, take care, and love to you all. And I think I'm a nice person. Yeah, am I? Look at me. Yeah, I'm fine. Peace and love, and speak to you soon. And thank you for watching. And I will say, good night, sweethearts. Da, 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 da. Good night, sweethearts. Delevision's over. I got to sleep tonight. Get my face really tight. Good night, sweethearts. Good night. Good night, mate. Yeah, good night, Steve. Blessings. See you soon, everyone. Bye.